Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching NDTV. Delhi election scene is hotting up. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday launched a frontal attack on the Aam Aadmi Party and said that the national capital has been surrounded by a disaster in the last 10 years. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also pointed at how he provided houses and fulfilled dreams of 4 crore people but never built a house for himself. Taking a dig at the Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal over the Sheesh Mahal controversy that is centred around Kejriwal's alleged lavish spending on his former residence. Coming down strongly on the Aam Aadmi Party-led Delhi government, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said that the administration first indulges in corruption and then glorifies it. Aam Aadmi Party has shot back. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal has responded saying that the first disaster is that the BJP does not have a chief ministerial face or a narrative, and that the party's Sankalp Patra, he has alleged, will take 200 years to be fulfilled. Now, this is a war of narratives and welfare pitches. Delhi elections, where the BJP has managed all Lok Sabha seats for 3 times in a row, but has struggled to come to power in Delhi Assembly for the last 30 years. This time, however, with anti-incumbency and corruption allegations against the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP is sensing an opportunity. Will the BJP's aggressive attack led by the Prime Minister himself on Aam Aadmi Party work this time? That's the question we are asking. Joining us now is Charu Pragya of the BJP, Nimmi Rastogi of the Aam Aadmi Party, and Amitabh Tiwari, who's an author and political analyst. Before I go to my guests, let's listen into what Mr. Kejriwal said today and how the Prime Minister launched this scathing attack on the Aam Aadmi Party today.
दिल्ली एक बड़ी आपदा से घिरी है। अन्ना हजारे जी को सामने करके कुछ कट्टर बेईमान लोगों ने दिल्ली को आपदा में धकेल दिया। शराब के ठेकों में घोटाला, बच्चों के स्कूल में घोटाला, गरीबों के इलाज में घोटाला, प्रदूषण से लड़ने के नाम पर घोटाला, भर्तियों में घोटाला। ये लोग आपदा बनकर दिल्ली पर टूट पड़ी है। ये लोग खुलेआम भ्रष्टाचार करते हैं, फिर उसका महिमा मंडन भी करते हैं।
आज प्रधानमंत्री जी बोले दिल्ली में आपदा आई हुई है। कई बार उन्होंने कहा दिल्ली में आपदा आई हुई है, दिल्ली में आपदा। आपदा दिल्ली में नहीं आई, आपदा भाजपा में आई हुई है। 3 तरह की आपदा भाजपा में आई हुई है। पहली आपदा, भाजपा के पास सीएम चेहरा नहीं है। दूसरी आपदा, भाजपा के पास नैरेटिव नहीं है, उन्हें पता ही नहीं चुनाव किस मुद्दे पे लड़ना है। तीसरी आपदा, भाजपा के पास कोई भी एजेंडा नहीं है इस चुनाव के लिए, और जो काम दिल्ली सरकार कर रही है शिक्षा में, स्वास्थ्य में, बिजली में, पानी में, महिलाओं के लिए, बुजुर्गों के लिए, उस काम को लोग आपदा नहीं आशीर्वाद कहते हैं।
कि मोदी ने कभी अपने लिए घर नहीं बनाया, लेकिन बीते 10 वर्षों में 4 करोड़ से अधिक गरीबों के घर उनका सपना पूरा किया है। मैं भी कोई शीश महल बना सकता था, लेकिन मेरे लिए तो मेरे देशवासियों को पक्का घर मिले, यही एक सपना था।
2700 करोड़ रुपए का अपने लिए घर बनाने वाला, 8400 करोड़ रुपए के हवाई जहाज में घूमने वाला, 10 लाख रुपए के सूट पहनने वाला व्यक्ति, उसके मुंह से शीश महल की बातें अच्छी नहीं लगती। मैं व्यक्तिगत आरोप प्रत्यारोप में नहीं जाना चाहता, मैं गाली गलौज की राजनीति नहीं करता, मैं व्यक्तिगत आक्षेप नहीं करता। ये मैं भी कर सकता हूं, मैंने काम इतने किए हैं 10 साल के अंदर, मैं अपने कामों की राजनीति करना चाहता हूं, गाली गलौज की राजनीति मैं नहीं करता।
Well, that was the Prime Minister and Arvind Kejriwal now responding to what the Prime Minister said today. Charu Pragya, I will start with you. Charu, it's been almost 11 years. The fact that the Prime Minister has to be in the spotlight for Delhi elections to pick up, the fact that, Delhi elections, BJP still does not have that one face to corner Arvind Kejriwal on. Is that a shortcoming that you think the party will be negatively impacted by? Because every time the party has taken on a strong regional leader, be it Mamata Banerjee or Hemant Soren, there's been a defeat. But I would also point to other instances where you've taken on people like Bhupesh Baghel and won. Do you think that is something that will work for you? The collective leadership, the organizational bit, without really having that one face to take on Arvind Kejriwal.
Sudha, very good evening to you, and it's wonderful to be on your show today. I think our Prime Minister summed it perfectly. Aam Aadmi Party is Aapda for them. They are trouble from the day they got elected, and the people of Delhi are suffering because of it. When you talk about a face, or when you talk about our Prime Minister leading from the front and leading the charge, let me remind everyone that every single political party is led by the best that they have. Arvind Kejriwal is still leading for Aam Aadmi Party, like Mamata Banerjee is leading for TMC, like Akhilesh Yadav is leading for Samajwadi Party, or Rahul Gandhi, for whatever it's worth, is leading for the Congress. So at the end of the day, anyone who points fingers at our leader should remember that each party is going to feel the best they have, and our Prime Minister has led from the front in every single election and every single state. He's also summed up a lot of issues that the people of Delhi have been suffering with, and I have a small little list that I would like to read out here. The liquor scam cost the people of Delhi 2,875 crore. The water scam in the Delhi Jal Board, including the tanker mafia, has cost us 78,000 crore. 5,000 crore was a part of the classroom construction scam, fake medicine scam of over 1,000 crore, the lab X-ray scam. In fact, even a scam to put a panic button in vehicles, the bus purchase scam. We are still reeling with very terrible infrastructure when it comes to public transport in Delhi. Everybody suffers every time the pollution goes up, and I can go on and on. See, the fact of the matter is that Aam Aadmi Party has given grand speeches and delivered nowhere. Aam Aadmi Party talks about their health model, their school model, but when asked pointed specific questions, and when RTIs are put to ask how many hospitals did you create, the answer is zero. They have made zero hospitals in the state of Delhi in spite of having sufficient funding in their health department to do so. The fact is that people of Delhi are not getting the benefits of even Ayushman Yojana, because the Delhi Chief Minister's ego is far greater than the comfort which can reach the people of Delhi.
Okay.
So every single thing, every single department has been sunk into the ground. Delhi is in fiscal deficit today. They are going around asking loans at a very high interest rate from NSSF. At last count, they had asked for 10,000 crores.
Right.
So here you
I'll come to that NSSF in a bit, but Nimi Rastogi, you heard what Charu Pragya had to say of the BJP. You also heard what the Prime Minister said. We also saw Arvind Kejriwal responding to this, with the Prime Minister saying that, he wanted to give free treatment under Ayushman Yojana, and then you guys also came up with the Sanjeevani scheme. What was wrong in just implementing the central scheme in Delhi? Do you think this, confrontation between centre and state assembly also led to a lot of bad blood, and in some ways also led to people of Delhi not getting that kind of governance that they deserved?
Vasudha, I would like to start that if once an honorable Prime Minister of 1.34 billion people speaks, everybody listens. Everybody listens, hoping that it will have some substance, some plan, some vision, some results to show, and some maverick idea. But today, when Prime Minister Modi spoke, it was not just insipid, it was devoid of all content, it was an election speech, it was reeking of hatred for Aam Aadmi Party, using tasteless semantics, which, they're falling flat on their face, because Delhi people are educated, they are aware, and such bhasha, such language, such phrases do not work on them. Coming back to the work and all the allegations, so I would say Bharatiya Janata Party is expert in optics and false narratives. They keep on repeating the same thing again and again till they themselves believe that a lie is actually the right thing. Somebody, my co-panelist just said that we have not done any work in health. I have brought the entire list of how many beds we have increased in Delhi, how many hospitals, how many new blocks, how many daily OPDs we are conducting, what is our health budget. So talk on the statistics. Don't just summarily say that Delhi has brought in, Aam Aadmi Party has brought in Apada. It is so tasteless. The crisis is with Bharatiya Janata Party, which is staring again at the defeat and a colossal defeat because Aam Aadmi Party के सामने वो टिक नहीं सकते. So I'm very sorry to say, I as a civilian am disappointed in Modi ji's speech because what he has done is completely zero, especially for Delhi. He hates people of Delhi and he doesn't want to do anything.
No, help
fearing
us,
that Arvind
help us
Kejriwal
understand
gets
how does
elected.
Delhi
Can I-
voter actually vote? Because, has the party, if you talk about Aam Aadmi Party, has it really grown at the cost of the Congress party? And where is the BJP failing to go beyond, say, middle class, upper middle class segments? Because it wins all 7 seats in Delhi Lok Sabha seats, but its vote share slips by about 2%. But when it comes to assembly elections, while it really holds on to its vote share, it's not able to really, get the kind of numbers it needs to form the government. So clearly, the same people are voting for 2 different parties. Tell us, what are the strong areas of the Aam Aadmi Party and what do you see as challenges for the Aam Aadmi Party this time?
The Aam
So what
Aadmi Party
happens-
believes and stands by Kam Ki Rajneeti.
Amitabh Tiwari.
We are very happy.
Yeah. Nimi, I'll just come to you. This was
We
for
are very
Amitabh
happy
Tiwari.
to be left alone. Sorry.
Yeah. So essentially, what happens is that Delhi exhibits a significant swing voting pattern. So what we see is that in a Vidhan Sabha election, or let's say in a Lok Sabha election, 2019, BJP got around 57% vote share. It falls to 39% in Vidhan Sabha election in 2020. Congress got 18% vote share. It fell to around 4%. So what happens is that there is almost a 30% swing voter which votes for national parties like Congress and BJP in a Lok Sabha election and comes back to Aam Aadmi Party in a Vidhan Sabha election. This trend has repeated in 14-15 as well as in 19-20. Why it happens is because the anti-BJP vote, which is largely with AAP and was earlier with the Congress party, moves to the Congress party in a Lok Sabha election because voters feel that it is in a better position to defeat the BJP. Whereas there is a 15%, you can say, brand Modi, brand Kejriwal vote, which votes for brand Modi in Lok Sabha election, but shifts to brand Kejriwal in a Vidhan Sabha election. You can also ascribe it to central scheme beneficiaries voting for BJP in a Lok Sabha election and voting for Aam Aadmi Party in a Vidhan Sabha election. So for BJP to win this election, it is very, very important that it needs to identify who are these 15% voters who switch between AAP and BJP between a Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha election. Again, these are voters who vote for leadership, could be beneficiaries, could even be Purvanchali voters because BJP wins East Delhi and North East Delhi Lok Sabha elections, but falls short in Vidhan Sabha election. Could be poor and lower socioeconomic class voters as well. So very important to identify these voters and then make specific strategies.
Right.
Because if the
Charu Pragya,
trend-
what are the massive changes that the BJP is attempting with its state unit this time and also with candidates? Because, Aam Aadmi Party has already come out with its welfare schemes. They seem to be targeting a lot of voters. And also, they've also come up with their set of candidates. BJP is yet to come out with its list. So in some ways, is there a lot of preparedness that's happening or is there some sense that the Prime Minister is going to take this election forward?
So, Vasudha, as is traditional with our party, the list is declared towards the end, and that's just how it has been in every single election. The second thing I want to notice when you're talking about the welfare schemes announced by the Aam Aadmi Party, it has actually turned out to be one big farce because let's talk about the scheme for women, 2,100 rupees to every single woman in Delhi. But what's the result of that? It is a non-existent scheme because the Delhi government department, the Women and Child Ministry, has distanced itself from that scheme. They, in fact, took out an advertisement in a newspaper to say that there is no such scheme, we have nothing to do with it, and probably Aam Aadmi Party people are lying. It's just quite shameful that when you are in government, you still have to lie about things like this. On deeper investigation, it was found that there is a cabinet note for 1,000 rupees. There is none for 2,100 rupees, and yet every single Aam Aadmi Party karyakarta goes around illegally collecting data and talking about a scheme which is non-existent on the ground. A similar scheme was announced in Punjab for 1,000 rupees for every woman. It's not been applied yet. Nobody is getting any money there. I, in fact, challenged the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson who says she's walking around with data because it is your government's RTI reply which says that out of the 24 promised hospitals, Aam Aadmi Party has made none. It's a big fat zero. Profit-making departments of Delhi government have been sunk into the ground. So when I'm talking about Delhi government taking on loans from the union government, it's a fact. You're borrowing money to give more freebies and you're barely able to make ends meet otherwise. Delhi Jal Board used to make a profit of 600 crore a year. Now it is in a loss of 73,000 crore. You are supporting the tanker mafia. You promise free water to Delhiites, but what's the result? There are tankers
Yes,
standing
that's
in
a very
every
valid
single colony.
point. Has the Delhi Aam Aadmi Party government gotten its welfare right? But in terms of financial planning, is it in some ways not really sort of like the fiscal management that the city needs is something that Aam Aadmi Party is not able to do? Because if you look at evidence, like Charu Pragya also pointed out, the fact that Aam Aadmi Party government has proposed a 10,000 crore loan from the NSSF to meet its own fiscal needs also shows that Delhi could be on the brink of facing a potential financial crisis, and this is despite past surpluses. So clearly that is a concern. And also when it comes to infra growth, something that the Prime Minister pointed out, do you think these are certain things that have been sidetracked because the focus is completely on welfare, which it should be, but cities also need to grow, isn't it? Yes,
So,
Nimi
Vasudha,
Raskin.
I'm glad you asked this question. So Delhi is the only government that is in surplus revenue, and this is despite getting zero assistance. Just merely 300 crores, which is just 0.1% of what we deserve and what our taxpayers pay to the central government. We are the only government that saved money in the infrastructure project. Just recently, yesterday, a flyover has been inaugurated, which saved 40 crore rupees, and it's on paper, it's on document. All these scams and all these things that you are saying, these are the false narratives floated by Bharatiya Janata Party. And well, I really can't reply to a false allegation, but as far as we are concerned, we manage
Why
our money
don't you
very
tell us the
astutely.
addresses
We
of the
have an
hospitals you claim
outcome
to have
budget.
made?
We have complete control on over expenditure. We mostly do with our own resources, and Delhi has the best per capita income. Delhi's average person is earning more, contributing more to the economy.
Charu, you wanted to
Delhi
make a
is
point?
ball game.
Yes, I want to pointedly ask Nimi, since she is talking about data, can she tell us the source of whatever she is quoting? Because as far as I'm aware, Delhi is going into a fiscal literal gadda. You're in the dumps there, and that's why you're asking to borrow money. If you are saying your departments are in profit, I have your own RTI replies, madam. Maybe you should go back and get some information from your government before you make quotes like this on television. You say you're doing work in the field of health. You said you have a list. Can I please get the list? Because as per me, the RTI report says 0 hospitals have been made. Can you please read out what hospital has been constructed by you?
Absolutely. There are 5 hospitals that have been made in the tenure in the last 10 years. And the number of beds that have been increased is from 9,700 to 14,000.
Can you tell me what is the source of your data?
590.
Can you tell me the
This is-
addresses? Don't tell me the addresses. Don't tell me these vague things. See, that's the problem with Aam Aadmi Party, Vasudha,
Okay,
and that
okay,
is why
no, let
everybody
me-
is
let me
reeling
see.
under this.
Let me see, 530 Mohalla clinic. Every other day we are inaugurating another Mohalla clinic. So obviously we have money. That is
Defunct
why we are
Mohalla
able to-
clinics.
But
Defunct Mohalla clinics. Okay, can I just get a minute now? Vasudha, now, so this is the point that
Okay,
I'm
Charu,
trying to
I'll
raise.
come back to you.
Vasudha.
See, Charu, the one thing is
No, no, no,
welfare
no, no,
seems
no,
to be
no, no.
inevitable
Hold on a
because
second. Vasudha,
your party is
just
also
10
saying that,
seconds.
you will continue with the welfare schemes, isn't it? Like, Bijli, Pani, you're saying that you're not going to stop that. So that becomes inevitable when it comes to...
Vasudha,
Delhi
No,
politics?
no. That's because we're able to save money. That's because we don't splurge in
Nimi, one
kickbacks
second.
and
Please don't
corruption
Okay,
and under the
Charu,
table deals.
yeah, you wanted to make a
That's
point.
Let me
because
just
our
wait. Yeah.
ministers have
So
people are
please
honest.
notice how
That's why we're
instead
able to
of
save
giving
money.
addresses of hospitals, she is talking about vague mohalla clinics, which are
Absolutely.
defunct.
There's one
At
hospital
last
in
check,
Dwarka,
the
one
data
in
from mohalla
Nagar, one
clinics
in
actually show. Nimi,
Janakpuri,
don't speak
and
over
there
me.
are
I don't
many
think
more.
NDTV
Okay,
functions
Charu,
like this.
Pragya,
We can
make your
take
point,
turns.
please. Nimi, let
We
us
can
speak.
take turns.
You go
Nimi,
to
this
LNGP
is
hospital, you see,
Nimi,
you
please
check
wait.
Okay,
whether
Charu, please
admission
speak. Nimi, let her
I'm
speak,
trying.
please.
I'm trying. I don't know. Maybe Nimi is not aware that at least on this channel we take turns to speak.
Yes,
So
Charu,
when
please
your
speak.
name is called out, you can speak then. So see, what I'm trying to say is that the mohalla clinics which are being quoted are defunct. Their last data shows that doctor is seeing 1.5 patients every minute. Vasudha, tell me, in which part of the world, by what magic can a doctor examine 1.5 patients a minute? Is it even possible? It's just not possible.
Okay, Charu,
So the thing
I have
is,
no
they're
time
cooking up
left now. I
lies.
just want to take one last comment from Amitabh Tiwari. Amitabh Tiwari, you know, AAP is also talking about temples, priests, granthis, demolitions, Rohingyas. They've amplified welfare. BJP is being very aggressive. They've had victories in Haryana, Maharashtra. From the standpoint of a neutral observer, sir, how do you see both parties being placed now, say 4 to 5 weeks before polls?
See, BJP clearly does not have a face, so is relying heavily on Prime Minister Modi. But it needs to find 70 faces to fight on 70 seats against AAP candidates. It has not yet declared the candidate list. However, in MP, Maharashtra, Haryana, we've seen that the candidates were declared pretty early compared to other parties. In terms of anti-incumbency, there are three layers of anti-incumbency against AAP government. One is at the CM level or top leadership because there have been serious corruption allegations. Second is at the MLAs because there are 26 seats where Aam Aadmi Party has won 3 out of 3 elections in the past 3 elections. And then again at the MCD level because they are now in power in MCD also. AAP also realizes that the performance in Kejriwal 2.2 versus 1.2 has
Right.
not been at the same mark, and that's why it is shifting the stance to soft Hindutva.
Absolutely. Completely out of time. Thank you, Amitabh Tiwari. Thank you, Charu. Thank you, Nimi Rastogi, for joining me on this broadcast. Well, Aam Aadmi Party says BJP lacks a CM phase, a vision for Delhi, while BJP says Aam Aadmi Party is fighting corruption charges and will be defeated soon. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a scathing attack on the Aam Aadmi Party government today. Aam Aadmi Party has responded saying that its work will speak. Well, it's election season once again. And yes, the season of promises and more politics. Time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.